It's just bizarre how this happened. I suppose we've kind of learnt now for the first time, maybe, how the corpse that was burnt, that was thought to be Thabo Bester, how that was brought into the prison. Because there's been much chat today about a car which came in. Let me just get the timeline, which is available on the Daily Mavericks website, or the Ground Up website. On the 29th of April 2022, a vehicle was driven into the facility without a gate pass. And that had some kind of TV cabinet in it, which was offloaded. And is it possible, one of the on-the-ball MPs asked, that the body, that was not Thabo Bester, could have been transported in that cabinet, brought into the prison in that cabinet? Yes, it was big enough. It could have been brought into the prison in that cabinet. But here's the thing. Here's the timeline. That was on the 29th of April. Okay, maybe Thabo Bester, because on the 30th of April, Thabo Bester said, I want to be transferred to a single cell. I'm worried about my personal safety because I don't have the money to pay the 26s, which is the dominant gang in the prison. I don't have the money to pay them the protection that they are demanding. So if I don't have a single cell, I will be in terrible trouble. And there is some doubt as to when the previous occupant of that cell number 15 was removed and the circumstances under which that person was removed. And it just so very coincidentally happens that cell 15 is the cell which is least covered by CCTV cameras. It's kind of in a corner, and it's very close to the emergency exit, through which it now appears Thabo Bester escaped, although there is some CCTV footage of two unidentified figures running near the administrative building. Okay, so maybe he only asked to be transferred to the single cell once he knew the body was on the prison grounds. And then on the 3rd of May, he's reported dead after a fire breaks out in his cell, reported originally by G4S and DCS, Department of Correctional Services, as a suicide. So where was the body between the 29th of April and the 3rd of May? There's a corpse being stored somewhere in this prison. And coincidentally, the only TV cameras which do sort of cover that area were not working on the night. And the reason is because the batteries failed. Very coincidentally, the batteries. So now the ANC MPs are just, whoa, 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 you're useless, you're racist, you're this, you're that. But here's the thing. The CCTV cameras are not run by G4S. They are run by a company called Integriton, which has been in the news not so long ago as being a member of the ANC's Progressive Business Forum and as donating vast sums of money to the ANC and getting lots of government contracts in return. You see what I mean? It's just bizarre. So it's reported dead on the 3rd of May. Post-mortem on the 4th of May. The person was dead before the fire broke out. Apparently, Thabo Bester is significantly taller than the corpse. Significantly taller. You know, of the order of Zinhle standing next to me, there's that difference in the height. Didn't anybody notice looking down at this? That, this fire has shrunk Thabo Bester. Oh no, we couldn't determine that because it was covered in fire extinguisher foam. You see, everybody's pointing fingers at everybody else. So the ANC in this permit is trying to make G4S responsible for everything, and it's probably responsible for a lot. None of this could have happened. 3 people have been fired. 1 person has been arrested. I very, very much doubt that this could have happened without significantly more people having been in on the plan. You know, you're hiding a corpse in a prison for 4 days. You need much wider buy-in than just the 3 that were dismissed on the basis of not being able to provide reasonable explanations. So the ANC, which runs correctional services, doesn't want correctional services to be found responsible for any of this because, it's the ANC, it's the government. So they're hard on G4S. And G4S probably deserves an enormous amount of the opprobrium which is coming their way. But it's almost certain that everybody stuffed up, ballsed up, messed up on this one. You try to search through this timeline from 29th of April through until, Edwin Cameron was writing to Ronald Lamola on the 26th of October last year. Edwin Cameron is the inspecting judge for the prisons service. And he wrote in the 26th of October to the Justice Minister, Ronald Lamola, that it is likely that Thabo Bester escaped from prison. And we don't find out until February when Groundup starts to report that he's out and living large. So everybody involved in this has bollocksed their duties and responsibilities.
Afternoon Drive with John Maytham
on CapeTalk.